nothing to that TV. He talking about some playing the game, he be having to look up and it be hurting his neck. Just crying. And then went out there and got, I said, bro, nah, hell no. Them be bag up TVs for if we need something. You ain't just finna have no 2 TVs in your room talking about some playing now. Because I told you break it, you're going to be paying for it. You got a TV in your room. Like, you crying about it. Crying about a TV hurting, talking about hurting your neck. You don't even look up. Your TV ain't even high. Mm.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go in Week 14. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30.
On the ready.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Hut, hut.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That throw finds Pickens. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25, but new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Tiger. Ready.
Back to the air following the pick six. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready. 18 Rattler. Hut.
From the 35 on 2nd down. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he gets in, touchdown. The Steelers get it down to a single point. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Okay, break.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set up. Ready.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Ready, set.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Come on, set. Set up.
Throwing from the gun. Hits his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here we go, set. Ready.
To throw here on 1st down. That's complete, David Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Mustang 19. Trap 60.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready.
1st down from the red zone. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish off their opening drive. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give left side to Johnson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Set. Hut, hut.
Throwing now from the gun. Into the hands of OBJ. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Pioneer. Hut.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
60 Mavericks. Let's go. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Set go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
79 Bronco. Ready.
From the gun, jumps in. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
On the ground again with Johnson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there, so consecutive 1 yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Get up.
He's gonna throw this one. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He lets a heater go deep, middle. Wide open down the field, and he has it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns get 6 more on their early advantage. David Njoku, the touchdown. On his Hopkins for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Set up.
They'll take over here, 1st and 10. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Pace, 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 pace. Let's go.
Moving quickly,
70
trying to get set
Ranger,
again.
70 Ranger. Viking 18. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirate. Ready, ready?
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Bronco switch. Bronco. Hut, hut.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Past midfield to the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
Design bootleg here. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Warrior 70. Hut.
Johnson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down.
60
More to
Bison,
come.
60 Bison. Bronco 80. Set go.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Let's go now.
From the gun on 3rd down. From the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
They're going play action. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Mustang 19. Set up.
1st and 10, looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ready, break!
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
60. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Back to throw now. Dumped off to his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Browns a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that
60.
defense on its heels.
18, Pioneer. Ready, ready?
He'll throw it yet again. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. It's the Browns, who have 2nd and 4.
Ready up. Let's go. Buffalo 18. Go.
From the 23. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Wow, he got crushed on that tackle, and now we can see he's in a good deal of pain out there. We'll need a timeout so he can get some assistance and get off this field.
Ready?
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Running back, motioning right. Setting up the running back screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
On the set. Set. Ready? Ready?
Throwing it again here. Has it in close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Ready, ready?
And they send a man in motion.
Get up.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And oh, he got it! Interception! Cole Holcomb has it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? '79 Bronco. Ready?
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Ready.
2nd and 6 now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Set it. 70 Timberwolf. Set, go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut.
From midfield now. He's on the move. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Headed out right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
19 Lion. Here we go. Set. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
They'll throw it again. He throws a bullet to the... They connect on the deep shot. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He'll take this at the 10. Return's looking good so far. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hawk 70. Hawk
A dose of the
70.
hurry-up offense here.
Hut.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Set. Seven Pirate. Set, go.
Back to throw. He's got a man left. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's a throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take over as he records his 10th career INT. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively, you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Gets this to Johnson. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. Man, it'll be their football.
Okay, break.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one's complete over the middle. He's still going at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Down. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut.
He's dropping back to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him.
Set, tempo, set.
Working quickly
Go.
here.
70 Lion. Set, go.
Another try following the sack. Got him in. It's Njoku. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow the lead to 7. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns grow their lead to 8. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set up. Ready.
Johnson up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Set up.
Dropping back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. George Pickens the touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. He's throwing for it. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30.
On the double.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Set.
He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. Finding Judy. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
Let's go now. Ready.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ready.
2nd and 3 now.
Dragon 60. Set. 18. Pioneer. Street. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll try and throw it here. Judy there to grab it. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Hut.
They'll throw on 1st. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. On is Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns push the lead to 2 scores now. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Ready. Buffalo 18. Go.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
79 Bronco. Set, go.
They're throwing it. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Martin Emerson with the pick. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
On his Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns take a 16-point lead. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
In motion left is Beckham.
Ready.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. But let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Ready.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Down. Get up.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Set up.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Come on.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Ready.
Now looking to throw. Look, he's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set!
They'll run this with Johnson. Broke through the tackle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers' 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First and 10
18
from the
Cardinal,
41.
18 Cardinal. Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
Here's Johnson again. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here.
19 Lion. Set. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
From the 46. He's on the move. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And the Browns pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different
Let's go
ways.
now.
But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set, go.
Back to the well again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirate. Ready?
Back to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns put up even more points in a win. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Warrior 70. Get up.
Throwing from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready. Ready.
To throw here on 1st down. Gets this to OBJ. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready, ready?
Back now, pressure on its way. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Down! Ready, ready?
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's caught beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Hot, hot!
Trying the left side with Johnson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Set up!
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That throw finds Pickens. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Now a carry by Johnson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Darkness.
What up? Man, that cool.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, I'm gonna miss the playoff in D-League, ain't it?
Yeah, you like fucking 6 and 7.
Damn, Cowboys, sorry. Fuck.
I blame the user.
Man, I wasn't gonna never take the Cowboys to the playoff. They don't make the playoffs in real life. Who am I as an Eagle fan to do them a favor?
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Johnson. He's caught behind the line.
They sorry for real.
And 4 seconds remaining.
Crazy.
Draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time,
Insane.
tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we keep it.
And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. Something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt. They showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. The Steelers giving up to the right side of the organization. Will take this win home with them.
Booger.
Not to mention, Brock, the possibility of
What you doing, Stank? What?
trouble here in the penultimate month of the campaign. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Pete Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
You ever pop your back and you just smell colors and shit? You could taste the sounds and shit. I feel rejuvenated. A little bit.
Stinker. Yeah. Cold.
You should have bought them old boxing games, Josh. Like Fight Night. That's crazy. Bro, I don't know which one it was. I was watching it on TikTok, these two dudes playing. It was just funny as shit because, you know, you could dirty hit in those games, right? And he just whips him with a funny ass headbutt and knocks him out. That shit had me dying. Project 8 is cold. I had it on the PSP. I liked it. It's just to me like Project 8 and Proving Ground, it's like Tony Hawk's versions of trying to be like Skate. PS3 and PSP. I don't know if about PS2. Oh. Oh, then yeah. Making what? NASCAR? Just people don't buy it as much. Yeah, that's like Kristoff playing golf too. Like, what the fuck? Y'all playing the less Negros games of all time.
Kristoff would be a good golf player.
Hell no, he got mad when he tried getting us to buy that shit. Golf?
Mm.
Yes. Nigga talking about, nigga get mad at me for playing Power Wash Simulator. Like, nigga, I'm just chilling, vibing in the chat. What? Yeah.
Hold on. X, what you said you was playing?
Power Wash Simulator.
Like pressure washing.
Yeah.
The fuck was you pressure washing?
It's just a game where you do that. You like I was literally at a park pressure washing the whole playground.
I'll be damned. What's going on?
I'm trying to think of like a PS2 game as a kid that stressed me out. I know doing some of them playing missions on San Andreas had me crashing out as a kid.
I'll be damned. You want to do what now? The quarterback? He was. Donovan was decent. He was decent. He underachieved for sure because he had a squad to win it. So
The Black Big Ben couldn't get it done.
nah. We had some nice offensive weapons. Yeah, he made it, dude. Though, but he was nice with it. Nah, they tripping.
I mean,
Yeah, that don't help.
Alex, you been watching Miles Dawkins play Madden 07? I swear it seems like in every one of his franchises, he always gets some Hall of Fame receiver on one of his teams. Like he either get Moss, he either get fucking Calvin Johnson, he either get fucking like here he got Larry Fitz on his team. That's what I be saying. Like what the fuck? That's one thing I can't stand in PS2 Maddens. They just the CPU logic with fucking players is crazy. But now I kind of feel like it's the opposite in now Maddens because now I feel like nobody hits free agency. You know, Alex, you know what my main issue with the Madden 07 through 09 on a PS2? Do you remember Steelers old lineman Willie Colon? And those Maddens on the PS2, he wasn't black until Madden 10. That shit used to piss me off. Because you couldn't edit him for some reason. No, I'm like, why this dark man white as fuck?
I'll be right back.
Which one is it they say that has like the hardest my career? Is it like my 11 or some shit? Why is it harder? Is it gameplay? Oh. And I thought I was going through it on 2K16. Mind you, it's still starting off as a 60. I think with Madden, for Madden 26, 20, I'm going to do it offline with the Saints. But I think everyone else is going to do it too. It's crazy because there's not even like a team that kind of needs a rebuild too, like, other than the Saints. Madden 26. In a league? Or who you can play with Tyler Shook? Okay. You just, that's like a team, like, you gotta, I don't even know if they're gonna have money next year. No, but I'm just saying, like, because I don't even, I know, like, these niggas are still restructuring contracts now. I feel like also this fool Miles Dawkins he needs to stop playing with a team after he went to bowl with him. Like, a nasty nigga. That's an ass game. 9 times Tom Brady destroyed his opponent's soul. I had to buy that shit off eBay. If I was you, I would just buy that shit off of eBay. I know, but
Yeah, I'm gonna get it tomorrow for sure. I just been, I'm not, I promise I'm not, and I already know, Sarah, you gonna call me anyway, so.
that's
Just,
kind of
I
why best
already
it's always to
know.
like
So
buy it on like a
yeah,
Thursday or Friday. That way it can get
I
sent throughout the
know.
weekend.
And then I don't wanna give it, and I don't wanna give back to you, man, until tomorrow for real. And then call, you already know how we do it, call me, because I ain't gonna forget, but then I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be out. If I go out, I'm gonna call you, but I
I
might
gotta
be
turn
at
his
Y'all
home.
pre.
his wife too loud.
Yeah, she is loud. Hold on, bro. I'm finna turn my mic down. Y'all
No,
know
you
she
good.
loud.
I can hear her phone blow like she on the mic.
Yeah, she just talk loud like that.
I'm gonna get it tomorrow.
Denali, quit all that damn yelling.
It's a book. It must sit on it. We must stop.
I'll be there. What happened? What he do, man?
You know what I mean?
He believes he can beat you?
Well, I was okay, so.
As in what?
Never, I do it later. You do it later.
Oh, he believes he can beat you or he can be you? Oh my God. He said he gonna beat you? Well, he been said that though. He said that a while ago that he was like he said he was gonna beat everybody this season. I know it. Yeah, cause you won on the mic one night. He was saying that.
I think that was the same night he called you Swisher Sweet. Taking your kind of
He tripping.
is. You know what's funny though, Alex? No, no,